It's alright, it's okay. Doesn't really matter if you're old and gray. It's alright, I say it's okay. Listen to what I say. It's alright, doing fine. Doesn't really matter if the sun don't shine. It's alright, I say it's okay. We're getting to the end of the day. High tech, low tech, take your pick. 'Cause you can't teach a no dog a brand new trick. I don't care what everybody says. At the end of the day, there's a place
How I did that.
a drink or two to ease my mind. Golden days. It's alright, take your time. Everybody thinks that you passed your prime. It's alright, it's alright.
Hey, Rob Smith here, getting here a bit late. Had little problems here. There we go.
It's alright, it's okay. Doesn't really matter if you're old and gray. It's alright, I say it's okay. Listen to what I say. It's alright.
All right.
Fine. Doesn't really matter if the sun don't shine. It's alright, I say it's okay. We're getting to the end of the day. High tech, low tech, take your pick. 'Cause you can't teach an old dog a brand new trick.
All right, I'll turn that down. And I'll turn me off over here. Sorry, just a little bit of delay. I'm trying to... there, I've got background music, even better. Okay. I think I should try another pen, just for fun. I'm going to pull these out and see what happens. I haven't tried one of these in quite a while. I don't know what I'm going to do, but we'll find out, won't we? Nothing much to go on. Let's see. Well, tomorrow and I may do like or New Year's type thing, but I wasn't going to do a live drawing here. I was going to ink some stuff. Oh, first Gary, right? I got to do something about Gary. Okay, something about Gary. Ooh. Let's see. I think I'm learning that pen doesn't have ink. It does on that side, sort of. The reason I'm drawing the hat first is to make sure the hat fits. Friend Gary White, I'm not connected to Facebook people as I have been for many years due to folks hacking into my account. So Gary's a good pal who I wasn't connected with. He's not a big Facebook person. And when as he said to me today, when he sees friend requests, he just figures it's hackers. So that's, but he went ahead and his birthday I thought was today because of a video I saw. But it turns out it was actually Saturday. The day he posted the video that said that he was going to have a birthday in 2 days. I'm making this up. I think I had something else, a number of different things that popped to mind, but sometimes just Bez, whatever happens to. Well, for example, what I've been working on, where is it? I've been laying out something involving horseshoe crabs, which I had to set aside during this last Christmas stuff. And I have a problem with how I put this together. I actually made it so the wording isn't fitting, and I'm having to relay it all out. So I'm trying to figure out how else I can put the wording or change it or move it. And I've been working on that today, and I'm spending way too much time trying to figure that out to fit 8.5 by 11. Otherwise, it'd need to be 8.5 by 14. Well, it used to be called legal size. I don't know if it's called that anymore because that kind of terminology seems to have gone away. I'm going to go ahead and just fill that in. Yeah, Gary turned 80. And no, that's not a drawing of Gary. It's just Uncle Sam. Let's see what else I'll do here. I got a dry pen situation here, but let's see if we can use that to our advantage. I always like that. I didn't really put much up that I was going to be doing this live today. I'll probably do a little bit more tomorrow just because it'll be kind of a New Year's type thing. And very few will come because most folks who are doing something for New Year's will be out doing something for New Year's. I was thinking about doing Uncle Sam Wants You, but I guess that doesn't work. But let me get one of these pens. May have more ink in it. Whoa, there's a lot more ink in it. Huh. This is actually an older pen. This is an old Mars Statler Graphic 3000. They don't make these anymore. Obviously, they still work very well, don't they? Gotta go a little slower here. Let's see. This is probably 30 years old. So I might take advantage of this a little bit, get this a little darker than it is. Okay, I got a little bit of a gray thing there. Yeah, one thing I remember about this is not black line, it's a purplish line. I use these for some projects. Something I used them for that got printed, and I noticed later on. I got two different. He's got a weird kind of. Let's see if I can fix that. They're only mistakes if you say they are. There we go. See how quickly that all disappears. And that's a good idea anyway. Doesn't that look better? Just go and take away all that. Now, next or starting later this week, the birthday's compiling in. I'm not sure if I'll do those, because there's just so many friends, family, a lot of friends and family first week of January. One person coming up is Ray Leonard. He's got a YouTube channel on here. Let's see how. I'm really not, I don't even have this planned in my head. This drawing I'm doing, I'm literally making it up. As I go. Pooh. Quite work. Oh well. Forget what, I think if you looked up Ray Leonard, you'd find his channel. He's doing his own comic books. He's out of Chicago. Hold it, 13. I think I've already done 13 stripes. I'm about to put 30 on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 11. Oh my gosh. 12, 13. Oh boy. Okay, that could have been done better. Oh well. I get real antsy about getting all the stars in there. There's all my civil engineering coming through. All right, I'll try. Can't get into all that. But if you look at projects I do, you'll see 50 stars. Gary and I were talking about the 51st star soon to come as we go ahead and take in Canada. Soon China. Yes, we'll have them all. And the other thing is the Valentine's book I'm back working on, trying to figure out how to put the history of Valentine's Day in, and having some great deal of trouble making that work. But I should have pages to work on tomorrow. There's only really one big page. I'm going to do a word search otherwise, which I've already been setting up. Just so he knows I'm not drawing him, because Gary does have hair that flips out here. Oh! In fact, I'm not sure how I'll just scan this in, or maybe I'll just take a photo of it. I'll scan it in, I think a lot of this will all disappear, because there's a light bluing effect here. Because this is more blue than black. See how the other side works. Ugh. Bad for a pen that's got it in its third decade. Unfortunately, the Tombow did not meet up to that, did they? All right, so I'm going to send that to Gary. Turns in at this time, so it'll be a little late to send it to him. But I'll do that tomorrow, belated as it is. Okay, what else to do? Let me get another one of these, because I got a whole bunch of these here. They don't work well. I don't mind sending them on their way. Now, what else should I do? Anyone want to put something up there? I thought I'd be inking. I could because I think whatever happens, I'm going to keep this. Well, yeah, all right, at least I get something done. I can cobble it together later. Whatever I do, I'm keeping that because I like how that turned out. Let's see what this is. Nothing too thick. Always reliable. This is a horseshoe crab. Yeah, I hope that they'll. Sorry, I gotta be a little bit more steady here doing this. I'm off the page, am I? I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, I am off the page. Here we go. Let me go ahead and get his. By the way, this is his tail, and I've flipped it up like this so people can see it. It can flip up. In fact, folks, when they get the horseshoe crab, will turn it up to pick him up, though they really shouldn't be doing that. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, I'm still off the page here. Here, I can lower this. That's a good idea. Let's lower that and I'll come down here. At more wars, I do work like this. The more I tend to do it in pieces and put it together later. All right, steady hand. Turn the trip this way. Yeah, this one a little thicker. Now I'm putting a shadow here, but really because this would otherwise be underwater, there would be no shadow. Let's strengthen that line a little bit. Al Hirschfeld was a well-known caricaturist. This is how he strengthened his lines. It looks like one solid line, but it's not. He went back over it just like this. Yeah, that's better. A little bit more strength to that. Because this is going to be reduced. This is much, much larger than the end result will be. Something else, I really need to get the seawall in. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. I may have to redo it, but since I'm here and it's here, we're here, why not? Now, seawalls are not good. They're bad overall. However, involving horseshoe crabs, they work well because they can lay their eggs around seawalls. Especially in that we don't have a lot of rocks that they would otherwise be able to use to lay their eggs. Which I think accounts to why we weren't seeing as many of these around so long ago as we do now. Because there's a lot of seawalls these days, unfortunately. It's man's inept approach to try to control whatever they're trying to control. I'm just going to make that a little darker in there, just to make sure it's understood there's a drop here. And this will cut this off. Okay, I need to keep doing that up here too. Yeah, it's this time of year that YouTube has a lot of music that you know is going to be safe. But the rest of the year, you're not so sure about. I'll make it as longer than I'll actually use it. But again, that's because I'll come across here somehow, I believe. But I may not be able to use this at all. Keep coming up here. Thank you all for coming by. If you get a chance, want to click that thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. If there's something you'd like to see me draw, let me know. You can send me a message. My thing is making things up as I go. This is not made up. This has been, I first penciled all this, I think, back in August. But I could not get the wording approved. But I'm going to use him too. Let's go ahead and do These are horseshoe crabs again, if I didn't say that. So I don't remember if I did. Odds bodkins. I'm just going to go ahead and do this myself. There. Well, if nothing else, I've done this. I guess I should try to get in here and show some more. See if anyone came by. Oh, hold it. Well, Billy the Kid. Put him up. Don't worry, my finger's not loaded, and neither am I, for that matter. You're right. Howard, well, thank you for coming by. What you see my? I tend to talk about things openly. You see my about next Sunday? What do you think? Is there something you'd like to see me? Oh, here, I know what I want to draw for you. Should have done it when you were here the first time. A little bit out of. I have to show you the the Glenn Beck cartoons I did back when. Well, they're on the site still. You can see them all over there. You as a wee one. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. Meet Robert Smith Sr. I haven't talked to Jeff about that though, but if you can come, then I'll definitely make the trip. I'll make it work. And I forget. Let's see. And you can meet Charles. Not he's all the rest of my father's siblings are gone, except for a couple of except for one other younger one. This is on my father's side. But it's not far. They're both in Sumter County. Have you ever been to favorite place of mine is Coney Island. Have you ever been to Coney Island in Brooksville? It's a favorite of mine. Jeff knows it well. We've often stopped there during one of these January 5th trips. Just got messed up the legs a little bit here. Oh. I gotta work out this little arm thing. Have you ever been to Coney Island in Brooksville? Hot dog place. You don't forget that place. Now there's a little U, and then Jacob. Oh. Now why did I draw this wrong? Here's a little tip for all you artists out there. When you draw something on this side, if you're going to draw something, draw it on that side first and not here first, because then you don't put your hand in the ink. That's for you. That's Artwork 101. Not that I listen to it. I'm going to draw you both. And I kept the curls with kind of a Harpo Marx effect without the horn and the coat. Beep beep. Oh yes, it's quite a fun place, and they do a really good job, and it's relatively inexpensive, considering. They're all American burger. They actually put a little flag in, and restaurants everywhere used to put little things. Well, there's a place called Frisch's Big Boy, and there's the one in Gainesville still there. Well, the building is. In fact, Jeff's friend Joe owns that building. He has a little whole ritual, or whatever you call it. Can't get it. Anyway, but this whole thing about Frisch's. And the Big Boy, they bring burgers with flags, or Christmas time they'd have a little Christmas something on top, or they'd always put. It was really neat. I really liked it. I don't know if they still do it. They're all up north now, none in Florida. The coloring of y'all was really rough, because you were usually yellow. Well, it depended. I often put Jacob in purple. And your shirt was either yellow or red or something like that. I usually gave him long pants and made him tan. I just had have contrast between y'all. Yeah, I was going to do that all over again this year, but things that did not go right involving me being able to do. I just love to get back to political cartoons, and I miss not doing them. And then you'd comment on whatever was going on in the world, and I'd do cartoons with you all with whoever happened to be president at the time, from George W. Bush to Obama to Trump to whatever. Didn't just make cartoons during Trump. Or there's Andrea Kaczynski. Andrea, beware, Billy the Kid's here, and he's got his horse and he's looking for trouble. Put your hands up. Stick 'em up. And Rursa, what's that? WRSAA 619A. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's code for something. I think Russia's coming. Great, that's all I need. Hey, we're the monkeys. So anyway, this Andrea, if you don't know, this is the cartoon version of Taylor and a cartoon version of Jacob. I've just drawn. Now I usually did pencil those out pretty heavily because they're like everything, especially stuff I was doing for Beck, was all very was one panel mostly, and then sometimes I try to do multiple panels. But then I think you all, I can't remember if you all were in any of the syndicated stuff I did. But you all were in all sorts of things. I was just hoping you all had a trail you could follow, if you ever went looking for us. And surprisingly, none of that worked. Didn't help that all my websites were wiped out here in the past since September, Facebook and everything else. Well, thank you, Andrea. Yeah, so what we were talking about is Billy the Kid. He's going to take his horse, and I'm going to go with half-brother Jeff and go see... yeah, well, they're fun to do. Mission accomplished. But even though this had nothing to do with it, clearly. But I'm trying to figure out what they could... I haven't drawn much. I haven't drawn at all, I think, since this YouTube thing. Just big hacking. View over the political landscape. Have I ever drawn? Oh, and so Gary, well, you met Gary, Billy the Kid. Yeah, Gary's birthday was, this is happy birthday, Gary. Gary turned 80 on Saturday. So I did this little, I talked to him earlier today. We are now friends again on Facebook after, and Boo McKinnon, who used to have Bubbaloo's Bodacious Barbecue, grew up with that family in Orlando. The Miner family. She's part of the old Miner family. But she's out of the biz now. But yeah, Gary's real involved in political stuff in Marion County, or used to. He's kind of been retiring from it a bit. Not a bad idea if you can. Get you. My friend Marguerite Kavanaugh's being stubborn. She ain't quitting for much of nothing, even though she has lots of things. Yeah, Gary's a good guy. Go get some sleep. And happy birthday, Gary. All right, so let's go for Sunday. And I don't know what time that'll be. Yeah, Jeff likes to do that early. And I got a 3-hour drive to get up there. So we gotta, I don't think it'll be any earlier. Golly, I'm tired myself. Early should probably be 11. Talking about Andrea going to see my father's grave over in National Cemetery. On his birthday, the 5th. Then also, I would drive stuff from here to the storage room to put in it, so clearing room for, because I need space real bad. But yeah, wasn't sure if I was going to do it. I was going to try to make the trip, but if Billy the Kid is willing to go along, then that's it. I'm going. Oh, and Bridget Smith's birthday's today. Is that what I understand? Another pal of mine. That's someone I got to get Billy to meet. Because that's the one whose daughter's name is Taylor. But I'm not connected with her on Facebook, so I don't know. I think that's what Gary said her birthday's today. One of these times I'd want to get over to Marion to be at one of the meetings and get him to join and meet Bridget. Because Taylor Smith now lives in Northern Virginia, near the Virginia-Pennsylvania border. She's training horses. Well, and Jeff, yes, it'll be Jeff and me and Billy, the kid. So I hope Jeff doesn't mind that we'll have the car full of various firearms. You know, Billy the kid, so he'll have probably a sharpshooter. And of course, I'll have my Uzi and at least one bazooka, maybe two. The gum, of course, not the gun. Those wow, I've done a lot here. Drew earlier was inking horseshoe crabs, and this is for. I'm having a real problem here. I've been trying to work out the wording. I've been trying to work on Valentine. First, I was working on this, and I realized I can't get. Because I wanted to ink the whole thing here tonight, but I can't get this to work. And so I went to Valentine's Day, and I can't get that to work either. I'm trying to truncate the history of Valentine's Day. It's really hard to do. I'll figure it out. Maybe try it. Tomorrow I'll do a Happy New Year thing. Yeah, that would be nice. We do. I think the reason I'm tired is I'm not getting out. I have not left this apartment. I barely walked out the door since last Tuesday. I've been hauling boxes and going through stuff, and holy cats. So it's kind of in the arena, whatever. Oh, where's that brush that was graying? So much will work out well here. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine with Jeff, but I'll check with him. Hope Billy the Kid doesn't mind being in a Tesla. Yeah, I haven't seen Uncle Charles. When did I personally see him last? It's been a couple years. He's now 89. And he doesn't know about Billy the Kid. I need to call him first to make sure he's even going to be there. How has your day been, Andrea? Amber sent me a message. Her day has gone haywire. She said it just as I was starting, and that got me going a little later than I was going to, trying to read it quick. And Don't know how. Well, how's your day been? I hope you've been piling the work on to Caleb, and he's getting through his A levels. I'm glad your mines are okay. You still going underground, getting that coal, going down there with that pickaxe and your, you know, helmet with a light on it, and going 1,000 feet down and carving away the earth and getting that coal and carrying it all the way to the top. That's what everyone in Tennessee does, isn't it? Oh, let me use this brush again, another brush. So I can actually get a little thick and thin in here. Oops. Okay, so I just color his. I tell you, coloring them at times was, always try to color them the same color, because the reason that everyone's got, why does Bugs Bunny always have the same color shirt on or whatever? Because it was just easier. You just have there was a number to colors. It was now I should remember these, but like N25 or something. So N25, you have a big old thing of N25 paint, and you're always ready to color the shirt. It was a lot faster and easier. You didn't have to figure out colors. But when you're doing, oh, see, that doesn't look right. So when you're doing something like this, like I was doing a daily cartoon or a few times a week or whatever, I didn't want to always have them having the same clothes, because I'm using computer to color, not N25 paint, a brush into a paint thing and bunch of animation cells. So I tried to make the color different each time, and I didn't have to do it. Sometimes I'd make them all the same. I just give up. Like I said, I usually made his pants tan, and he usually had a purple shirt. This shirt changed because, if you're laying out a cartoon, he's, for example, if I do the donkey and the elephant be gray and the donkey be, kind of a, not brown, but kind of a grayish brown. So that's similar. This is gray too, and this is maybe blue. Well, I want to make sure the color works. It doesn't go, so you can read the story. And you color them, if you color so that you see the story. So if your story's focus is these two, you want them to stand out. So here's where you'd add a bunch of red, or red over here, and you dull down these colors. If you want the focus to be them, then they're wearing red and they're wearing bright colors, and they're dulled down to dull grays. That's how you do that stuff. And just doing those silly little cartoons, I actually think of all that. Anyway, for what it's worth. So this is Jacob. Amber's going to want to see this, I think. There. In the political arena. There you go. There you are. Well, I really haven't had dinner. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have that up right. Well, all right. So there you go. That's not much of nothing. I was just drawing them, and I've added some things here. I can't stop yawning. I need to get out and about a bit. Bet I put on some pounds. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the plug here. Well, hopefully tomorrow I'll do something about Happy New Year or something. But I'll also hopefully be inking either more of the horseshoe crab. But I really want to get this Valentine's thing. I'm very close to being able to lay this out, and I keep tripping up, and I just need to stop doing that. So maybe I'll be inking that tomorrow. All right, but this is fun. Thank you all for being here, being a part of things, and we'll probably get away from this Christmas music. Whoops. Soon. Take care. Have a good night, Andrea. Now, of course, Billy the Kid has ridden off into the sunset. I will see you all later. Robert Smith calling. Have a great night, and I'll see you all tomorrow by 8 o'clock. Have a good night. Good night. Good night. See if I can do this without forgetting. Let's see. Oh boy. Boom.